Good morning, it's Angie. Welcome to my video. A little bit of a somber day today. We had a mass shooting in Tumbler Ridge, British Columbia. So I'm on the interior of British Columbia, and that would be on the coast. They call that the coast of British Columbia. I've been there. I had former family members that did live there. So not a very big community. Now I could have my wires crossed here because I think they said that it was a girl that did the shooting and then took herself out. Very complex situation. I kind of wonder, where does your mind go? You know, because a lot of people do unalive themselves, and but to take out. This feels like, I'm sorry, but it feels like something to do with the Transylvania deck. Maybe maybe she being the person that unalived herself and took out some of her, maybe some frenemies, because I'm really perplexed. So all my videos are for entertainment purposes only. And something to do with a stopwatch here could be, you know, a lot of people are bullied. I'm really perplexed over this, because my mind also goes to how did you have access to the GUN? We have very, very strict GUN laws in this country, and those are supposed to be kept under lock and key. So, could have been Jeepers Creepers, where did you get those peepers? Because, you know, I was bullied. I don't know if this is a bullying case, kind of like road rage, or was this, you know, I was going to say psychopath, but I have a hard time thinking that, because, that's just kind of like, I'm kind of stuck. I'm really perplexed with this one. So no weapon formed against us will prosper, and I'm really perplexed as to why they didn't have an arrest. I was expecting a little bit of an arrest overnight, because I think there's something with simplicity here, and simplicity is kind of like a pattern. Because I remember my mother had a simplicity patterns. Somebody here that did this to just one second here. Psychopaths work in a pattern, and so do narcissists. Okay, so but I'm kind of perplexed over a couple of things, because I was really expecting to see more. Well, it felt like they released the suspect in Nancy Guthrie's case, because I think he was, they were thinking it was him because of the DoorDash. Okay, so I got that out. So hope you're well wherever you are, because I'm thinking that there's some heavy hearts in Tumbler Ridge, and you know, you don't wake up. We're waking up today, and those families that lost, I don't really know the age group there, but they're waking up to a very, very different life. It's not every day. Well, you know, you can almost count, you know, probably on one hand how many times shootings have happened in this country. It's not a common denominator here, but there could be a common denominator here, and it wouldn't surprise me if they come out with either kind of like punch buggy, no punch back. Maybe somebody was being bullied, you know, maybe in the family, went to school, but we haven't really received the smoking gun in that case, nor have we, well, in those cases, and nor have we received it in the Nancy Guthrie case. So I'm just going to take I don't know what the messages are. I don't even know if you could say these are messages here, but I said Transylvania deck, and which is a vampire, you know. Maybe this person that did this in Tumbler Ridge didn't get some kind of therapy. And I don't really know too much yet because they haven't said too much. Could be, Simon says, maybe somebody was with a very challenging parent here and may have thought to hell with it. So I'm just going to take one here. You know, this is, well, you know how I feel about this deranger out there, H.G. Tudor. He's relentless. He would have been a horrific bully as a child. He's relentless with Prince Harry, and it is like a catastrophe here in Canada. But that's the aware wolf. Okay, so it could be that. This is a lot of could be's, and that could have been the one that was around Nancy Guthrie, right? And a werewolf knows exactly what he or she is doing. That's kind of like the female, the bride at every funeral and the corpse at every wedding. Okay, so let's see what comes out here. I just kind of wonder where somebody's mind goes when they're contemplating to take themselves out. They're in a really dark place, and this is not Folgers in your cup. This is definitely somebody that took those kids out in Tumbler Ridge, really was either a psychopath themselves like this one, or came from one and suffered horrific abuse. I'm just throwing a lot of things out there because I'm kind of perplexed. Well, it would be the same thing that's out there in the Elvis Presley world. This guy's relentless too. I was thinking about Lisa Presley. Elvis Presley had a lot of guns. He had a lot of guns, and he had a lot of derangers out there, still to this day. You know, you have to be very careful because you can send your kids to school like it happened here in Canada and wake up to a different morning. Really, really tragic. But I mean, I took a lot of bullying from this character in the Elvis defending world, and this could be a bullying situation. I've said it already. It could be a bullying situation regarding Nancy Guthrie, and it could have been a bullying situation regarding what happened in Tumbler Ridge. Okay, because if you have these types of characters around you, this is the defending Elvis caricature out there that puts himself on blast every day, or this type of aware wolf. These are the psychopaths that know exactly, and they're relentless. Somebody could have been relentless, or, well, we see it in Nancy's case. Could be jealousy. I just feel horrible for what happened in Tumbler Ridge. Takes a strong person. It takes a really strong person, because I was bullied at a young age, and I went home to a bunch of narcissistic psychopaths, and that weren't there to help me. They want to hurt you. You have to be a very strong person, and maybe this was the weakest link in the family. Maybe this person that did this in Tumbler Ridge was the ugly duckling, so to speak. Because that's what happens when you are raised in a narcissistic family. I don't even know if this particular person took her parents out, or I still don't have enough information. But this is the rock, paper, scissors, rock, because it's very, very difficult when you are suffering narcissistic abuse to keep your head above water. Okay? So, because my priceless cards, I realized later on, it took me a long time to uncover what narcissistic abuse is. And because I realized. So, it's very somber out there. It's kind of like the tales of two cities here, possibly. So, I'm going to do a healthy shuffle on my deck here. I always wonder especially at a young age, because those, you know, somebody possibly was suffering horribly here. To do that, it's different if you do it to yourself, but when you take other people down, I kind of question, this is where the psychoanalysts would come in, because I wonder if that's a territorial district as well. I wonder if that was native down by there as well. I'm not really sure. 2,400 people, but 4 strong winds that blow. Yeah, 7 seas. Beautiful area. Any area. Tumbler Ridge is extraordinarily beautiful. I've been there. So, is this been there? Bought the T-shirt, possibly. Anyways. So I'm just doing a different video today because it does feel like possibly this person in Tumbler Ridge is the same type of, suffered the same sort of type of, possibly the disease to please, because I had it, you know, but didn't escape, you know, when the devil, you know, maybe didn't have enough people to talk to. I just feel horrible all around. There's a holy roller here. Now, why would this, these possibly had a shark. This is what I still feel this about Nancy. I still want to say Nancy Kerrigan. It felt like, because they really don't know who that, I don't want to say who that narcissistic psychopath was around her. But this is the holy roller, the sanctimonious one. I'm still perplexed. This, you know, I'm perplexed over a lot of things. I want to say Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers as well. So this could be the return to sender card here. This is the preacher. This is practice what you preach. They don't practice what they preach. Okay, so somebody possibly regarding both of the two conversations that I'm talking about here today, maybe this young girl had some sharks around her as well. And that is there, maybe I don't even know, maybe there's a stepchild or an adoption here. I don't know, but that's the adoption card as well. Okay, so the teetotaler out there toting his tea bag, butternut. That's what a tangled web we weave when we practice to deceive. That's how psychopaths operate. They're relentless. Very different for someone that wants to unalive themselves. So, Jesus, what is with the leopards in the Elvis Presley community? Is this still going on, this walkie-talkie stuff? Is he still out there bullying? Because I've said I have to talk about the cards that come up. Is he still doing the walkie-talkie, still bullying people out there? When is it going to end? Like, please, you know, I wish YouTube would just come in and do a sweep, you know, like, oh my gosh, give it up already. I'm surprised that these cards still come up. This is the aging community though, okay? And you know, I have some comments on my channel too. Not from that community, but it really makes me wonder. I did a video and I clearly outlined it. This video is so you can remember to turn your lights on. And someone says, well, I don't know what this video is. Well, I said it at the introduction and the exit. Turn your lights on, right? Jeez. It's nothing, you know, nothing like, I don't like cheap. I never did. Neither did Elvis Presley. Because I live a long way. And it took me a long time to recognize what the disease to please was and the cognitive dissonance. And maybe, you know, maybe that person that did that in Tumbler Ridge was suffering something. Okay, because it felt like, you know, 3 little pigs, an oink oink here and an oink oink there, here an oink, there an oink, everywhere an oink oink. Old MacDonald had a farm. You know, there's children that lost their lives here. So, and then you got this shake and bake person out there that just is relentless, never does anything except Elvis Presley. Day in and day out, day in and day out. Never talks about anything regarding significant stuff, okay? For God's sakes, the guy's gone. You know, today I am pulling one from my shaman deck here. So good morning. You know, maybe somebody here is from Calgary. Because maybe this was kind of like a Calgary stampede with this person going in there and blowing up everybody in that school, like shooting everybody. Like, where does your mind go? Where does your mind go, you know? My God, you wake up and you send your kids to school and they don't come back. And this is Canada. Like, this is unheard of. Especially we have strong gun laws here. And somebody slip up, you know, with the key to the gun thing. I don't know. I haven't seen a picture of this person, and we don't know if we will. But anyways, Kash Patel, I really expected to see an arrest today, or something further moved on, because it was a big hoopla yesterday. I was up for a long time watching. This is a significant other. Maybe it was a significant other that wants to remain relevant. Here we go again. This could be somebody in the neighborhood, because this is the neighborhood card, okay? They still haven't figured this out yet. This is the neighborhood, okay? This is the fireman card here. This fireman's called Louis, and I've said so many times. Well, we know in Tomas's neighborhood, he moved into that neighborhood recently. But pay attention. It takes a long time to get to know people, because not everybody, I have to say it again, not everybody that you meet, this is not the way it is anymore. This is not, you know, do unto your neighbor as you would have done unto you. It doesn't work like that. Not in the aging community. Not here anyways, because I really pay attention. I got myself in a trap here. And I got caught up in a trap, and then it didn't take me too long to see the wickedness behind somebody. I've said, there's this saying I used to say, the person that you think is a friend of yours can quickly turn around and do something like that in Tumbler Ridge. If that person in Tumbler Ridge had parents like these people next door, maybe there's neglect there. They have to do some kind of victimology on who did this in Tumbler Ridge and who did this to Nancy. I'm going to say Nancy Kerrigan again, because it felt like she had someone around her, like constantly around her in her private space, just like I do. Okay, so when you move to a new community, take your time to get to know people. Okay, so this is the fireman out there that's probably slams things down, and is, you know, I don't do addicts, I don't do alcoholics. I would have nothing in common with anybody that is an alcoholic or a drug abuser. Was this some kind of drug situation that happened in Tumbler Ridge? Was it the same situation that happened to Nancy? Is this regarding drugs? That fireman card comes up here. Was this person then Tumbler Ridge teased, like up your nose with a rubber hose? Because I'll tell you something, the immature behavior of psychopaths starts at a young age. And these bullies that start at a very young age become the bullies that you see out there, especially in the Defending Elvis Presley. That's what happens, okay? So somebody suffered horribly here. And you either become a narcissist or you become an empath. So, knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Now, that is kind of from Delta Dawn, I think. I can't remember who sings those lyrics. But that's exactly, this is a comparison, okay? So this could be all to do with bullies around this whole content today. This is a machine that will not stop, okay? If you have a bully in your nest, they're relentless, okay? We see it in the Elvis Presley community. We see it around Nancy, okay? I haven't even had the time to pop in on the Olympics, because this is another thing. I wasn't expecting yesterday to be watching a Survivor show regarding Nancy Guthrie, and up pops a mass shooting in our country. Okay, it's kind of like Who Let the Dogs Out. Okay, so because if this person that did this in Tumbler Ridge face what we face out here with this narcissistic psychopath allegedly in the Elvis Presley community, then God help a lot of people, because this is how bullies turn into the aging narcissist, psychopath. That's part of the Deranger deck. I don't even know what I'm going to call this today, but if the suit weren't too tight. And there's a lot of reasons that people unalive themselves when they do a murder and unalive themselves. Okay, so the smoking gun is the undeniable piece of evidence. We're still waiting to hear regarding Nancy Guthrie, and possibly a little bit more information on the shooting that happened in Tumbler Ridge. So, yeah, you know, I recognized it. These are my priceless cards. And realize, but it takes a long time. You have to be very, very strong. You have to be very, very strong in you know, to be able to walk away and keep away. So I made a commitment to myself that I was going to take one from the shaman cards today. And out of respect for the 10 souls that have left this planet, and it's possibly a series of unfortunate events. I think these people were like, you know, I remember Lemony Snicket, you know, maybe they enjoyed reading Lemony Snicket, some of these kids. So here's where I like to say, I was here, but now I'm gone. I left my name to turn you on. That's just figuratively speaking. Don't forget to turn your porch lights on at night, and perhaps put a candle in the window. For this is Candle in the Wind. That reminds me of Lady Diana Spencer. And so we will see what card comes out here. I love my shaman deck here. It's very powerful, you know. When darkness comes, you need, you know, all of those families are entering the dark night of the soul. You know, because I hear we wish you a Merry Christmas. Christmas just came, and, you know, it's just tragic. It's very, very tragic. So this is my 61 card, which is kind of like, it's got the west on it. Go west. Life is peaceful there. It is peaceful here. I walked away from some cougars out there. And the Double Mint Club out there, you know, those are the... Anyways, these are your frenemies out here. Okay, so this is, let me just read this quickly. I am the west, I am a sunset, I am dusk, I am the most powerful time of day. I am the crack in the universe. I am the space between worlds. I am the color black. I am where the sun dies. It is here where things start and also where things end. It is death. It's rebirth. Listen to your intuition. To the woman within us all, feel your emotions. I wanted to say fear your emotions. This is the place of sacred dreams, a place of psychic powers. Your journey within yourself, seeking inner vision and introspection, which can provide great self-healing. Do not be afraid of transformation. There is security in change. I have come of age. I am an adult. I am moving. I am dance. I am movement. Perhaps there were some future psychics that were taken off of this planet at a young age, and it's very, very unfortunate. So I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never going to get me down. Okay? So have a wonderful day, and pray for those that have lost their souls. Only on this planet. Because I do believe in reincarnation. So it's about rebirth today. Take care. I don't know what I'm going to title this video, but it's a little bit all over the place. And possibly it's called a Return to Sender Day. It's all done. Enjoy.